Hey parents, how are you? I'm really excited to be able to get to know you and to work with you this school year. I know that 2020 has brought a lot of changes for all of our families and for our careers and for our kiddos and for how we're doing things. I know that your decision to have your child attend kindergarten remotely was a difficult decision. I myself have had to make some difficult decisions with what schooling looks for my own children. And so I just know that I support whatever decision that you have made and that I am here to support you as much as I can and your kiddo. And I really want you to be successful. I want your kid to be successful. And the way that that's going to happen is by you and I forming a really strong working relationship where we can rely on each other to make sure that your kiddo is getting their needs met educationally and emotionally, and that they are able to say that kindergarten, whether it was at home or at school, was a good experience for them and that they learned a lot. I know that this year I'm going to be growing a lot as a professional, and I know that that you as parents, that you do teach your kids so many things, and you really are their first teacher. But teaching some of the things that we teach at school, it's definitely, it can be tricky at times. I know that I really rely on my educational background in the different techniques and cues that I use with children as I'm teaching them in class, and so I'm going to be doing my best to give you some of those tools and skills that I've learned and used over the years that I've found effective. And so a lot of the videos that I'm posting on my site are for your kids, but a lot of them too are for you to use as you're working with your child. This is especially true for things like handwriting or learning new things. I have different actions that kindergarten kids love. I have different songs that I use in class that kindergarten kids love that really help them in learning and in learning the skills that I need them to learn. It's going to be really important that you communicate with me how your child is doing. And if they are struggling on something, it's not going to be seen as a failure on your part or a failure on your kid's part. I'm going to be really relying on you and your observations and the things that your child's able to do in order for me to know what the next step is for your child. Right now, I'm giving everybody kind of the same packets, the same information online, but once I know where your kiddo is, I can start tailoring what I'm sending home and what skills they need to work on, and also what content I download on my site. So please be in communication with me. Last year it was a lot of teacher driven type communications where we were reaching out to parents at least weekly to check in and see what we could do to help. This year is going to be a little bit different where parents are actively choosing to do remote learning. I am available to answer those questions, but I will not be reaching out to you every week to check in and see how it's going. It is going to be up to you to reach out to me and let me know what you need from me and how I can help you. Because I am going to be teaching a classroom full of kindergartners who are going to be here at school. So I'm going to be doing my best to balance my time between the kids who are learning at home and the kids that are learning at school. But know that a lot of the corrections and a lot of the feedback is going to be coming from you, and then I'm just going to be helping you with what that looks like. So again, I'm really looking forward to forming a working relationship with you and your family, and getting to know your student. Yeah, I think it's going to be kind of an interesting year. I think that we'll be able to look back on it and say, you know what, we've all grown a lot, and we've all been able to do some hard things and be flexible and understanding, and I hope that this is a positive experience for you and for your child for their kindergarten year. Good luck.